Welcome back. We're going to start by checking our garbage, making sure that our dump is not completely full. So we've got a little bit to go, but this one over here is already emptied out. Let's get it back into working order and let's go ahead and place an incinerator and start emptying this one out. Now I've put it right next to it so that it will empty out really quickly because the trucks literally only have to drive past it and go around the block, pick up more and go back. Make sure we've got water connected. It's definitely got electricity, so we're good there. And as you can see, the little trucks are already coming out. And that one just literally drove past it and emptied out. So that's great. All right, so our new neighborhood is doing well. Let's put down some commercial here. We've got a kind of high demand. That'll bring it down a little bit. Now, I'm not that concerned with keeping it, bottomed out. The little grids at the bottom there. All right, so building going up. All right, 2,144, 969 employed. Doing pretty good. Our employment rate was 16%. And everything looks good. We've got plenty of space for kids to go to school. We do still need to put a public library somewhere. But I want to work on this area here to work on getting this land value in this area up a little bit so that we can have an expensive housing community on the waterfront. So I put down a road that is tree lined down the center. So it is a beautiful road to lead into kind of pricey area. And that row of trees is going to help keep the noise level down for the residents who live on the waterfront. I can add trees later to help with that. But I think we need to put maybe a plaza down. That will increase the land value. So we've got a nice little plaza going in there. I think I should put a parking lot next to it so people can park and walk around the plaza. And I'm going to put down something else in a little bit. Show you our land value so you can see the little bit of green on the edge of the waterfront and in that little center part. So that means those values are going to start going up in a minute. And this is the balloon chirp tourism sort of thing you can put in. So, and it's already taken off. No customers in there that I know of. Make sure we've got water going to everything. All right, and as you can see, just from putting down that chirp stand, the green changed a little bit. It grew a little bit, got a little bit darker, so that'll increase land values. And this is the tropical garden. Put that on the other side. And a parking lot. Parking lots also increase the land value. So now you can see how that green is spreading. And you can hear the dink, dink, dinks. All the houses are graduating up. So that means they'll be paying higher taxes, more money for us. Yay! Put down some zoning. Let's get us some houses in here. So I'm doing 3 rows across. If I just made the whole thing green, you'd get maybe 3 or 4 really big houses, but I like to leave a little bit of a strip in between them. That way, the houses will still be large, but realistic in size to the city. All right, so we're going to put a bus line in to connect this new tourist area so that people don't have to walk from the bus stop down on the end, depending on how they get into town. And this, if they want to go to some of these shops and things like that that we have, they'll be able to ride this bus and connect to the other bus lines. Plus, I intend to spread out some of our tourism features as I add them in. So our people can catch a bus, and eventually we'll add in some subways and they'll be able to catch some trains. But that comes a little bit later. And in order to do this, to add in the trains and things like that, I had to get the transportation pack, the DLC for that. And if you don't have that kind of stuff, if you keep an eye on whatever platform you're using, they tend to go on sale quite a bit. I'm on Steam, and Steam has sales all the time, and the downloadable content packs aren't that expensive. So we just put in a little bit of commercial zoning so that maybe we can get a restaurant or a little convenience store or something like that. I'm going to put in a little bit more residential zoning now. We don't have a high demand for it because these houses are graduating up kind of quickly with the increase in land value. But when that demand becomes high again, it'll start to fill in. Oh, we've got one going up. We'll put some on the end down here as well. All right, so we've got some money coming in from our tourism, not a lot. We're in the like $22 range. No toll roads. And we're graduating up to level 4 in residential housing. We're at level 2 still in commercial and still at level 1 in industrial. Let's fix our districts to make sure that all of these neighborhoods are all of these houses in the neighborhood are included once we start applying some of the rules, which could be things like restrictions on water use, meters for the electricity, things like that. I'm not quite ready to do that yet because that will decrease your income from your taxes. So I want to make sure that we're in a really good spot before we start adding in the rules per districts. Okay, I'm going to put a police station in here. Make sure we have adequate coverage. And this is the library, I think. I think this would be a good place for the library. So all of those red houses changed colors because now they have access to a bit of higher education, and placing that library and the parking lot will increase value. So as you can hear, ding, 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 ding. And you can see the green there. This is a relatively nice neighborhood. And we need to put a library over here too. Right, so we've got a library there. All right, we're going to put in some plumbing here because it needs it. Electricity's looking okay, but we do need some new turbines. We're starting to consume quite a bit of power, but I like the turbines over the ground polluting other options that we have for servicing our community. We also need a new water pump. Make sure we connect this to the water pipe, get that working. And we are going to add a sewage pipe as well. And apparently didn't put that on the water line, so we need to move that or connect it through a pipe, but I think we're just going to move it. All right, there's a good spot. Okay, now we can see there's sewage coming out. So we're doing really good. We're making quite a bit of money, and we'll see you next time.